Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing well. So it's that time of the year. We have reached the end of November and I'm going to show you all the products I've been loving this month. I took a step back and I looked at my makeup collection and I thought, what do I love so much right now that I would want to recommend to any of you guys, any of my friends, family? If someone was asking for some recommendations, what would be the first things that would come to my head? So I picked out some bits and I'm really excited to share them with you. First thing I've been loving is the Huda Beauty Glowish blushes, specifically number 2 Caring Coral, this one here, but I do also like number 1 Healthy Peach as well. There's just something about these blushes in their technology that when you apply them, they just blur wherever you put them and they look so flawless, whether you want to do a full glam, a natural everyday sort of look. They suit everything. So we've got one that's a bit more peachy coral, and this one, although it's called coral, I would say is more pinky berry, as you can tell. Definitely not coral in my opinion. But these are just the blushes I've been reaching to. They've sort of made me fall back in love with powder blushes. I just wasn't using powder blush because I was devoted to cream blushes and the finish they gave. These have made me fall back in love with a powder blush. At the moment, I don't want to use anything else. And the brush that I've been loving to apply these with is my Real Techniques blush brush. I originally had the old style with the darker pink packaging. I've had this for years. I think this was one of the first brushes I ever actually bought, probably when I was about 13. So that would mean this is like 7 years old. And it's still so soft and has held up its quality. But I decided to get a new one because I was helping my mum out with some makeup and what she wanted to buy. And I said, really great brush, she should have it. It's really affordable as well. So I did. And then I tried hers and oh my gosh, it's so much softer than the original and the shape is just much better. I don't know if this is just over years of washing and using, it's sort of fluffed out a bit more. But I thought this was soft, but the newer one is just so soft. And for under £10, this is amazing. But I can't lie, I didn't get this for £10. I bought this set recently, which is meant to be about £35 of value. I got it for under 15 or something. It was £15. I just got an extra 5% off on Look Fantastic. So now I've got these, which is some nice upgrades. I did have an Expert face brush, but once again, it was really old. And I never had these two, so I'm in love with these purchases. Real Techniques is such a great, affordable brush brand. I love them. This is what I've been using to apply the Glowish blushes. This is a match made in heaven. The next thing I've been loving is the Fenty Beauty Sunstalker Bronzer. This is so perfect for me this time of year. I've gotten really pale recently as we've lost a lot of the light and it's just gotten colder, so I'm not outside anymore. Even though this is the second shade, which normally I'm the fairer shade in any bronzer, it builds up so beautifully on me. It blends so well, it's never patchy, and it builds up really nice. You can go very light and you can build it up to a decent amount, but I've been enjoying using it very light because I'm very fair at the moment and I've been loving that. Very versatile, very beginner friendly, and it's just a quality product that performs well for me. And a brush I've been using for that is the Morphe E4. It's a nice angled brush. It blends it beautifully and really fits into the contours of my face nice. So I'm sort of going to combine these two as a favourite together. It is the NYX lip liner in Nude Beige and the NYX butter gloss in Madeline. This is a lip combo I love. Now let me take off what I've got on now and I'll put it on for you. This Nude Beige liner is just like the perfect cooler tone nude. I find it so flattering. And then let me put on Madeline. There we go, it's just the slightest bit lighter. It sort of adds that dimension. I love this shade combination together. Perfect cool tone nude. They wear well, they're affordable. I recently purchased and I have 5 butter glosses and 5 lip liners and I have found the perfect combinations for the 5 of them. So I think I'm going to share a video soon showing my favourite nudes, nudie pinks, beige. So if you are on the market for some lip liner and gloss combinations, I'll be your plug for that. So keep an eye out because that is on my radar soon. But yeah, and the butter glosses are like butter. They feel so smooth, not sticky at all, but have such good colour payoff. So yeah, I'm loving them at the moment. Another sort of 2 favourites I'm going to smush together because they're so similar is the NARS Sheer Glow Foundation and the NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer. These two as a duo are giving me the most flawless skin ever. This sheer glow, it says it's sheer, it is not sheer. It's a medium coverage that gives you sort of a very radiant finish. Stunning. I can't get enough of it at the moment. It wears so well on me. It looks smooth all day. And I have very dry skin at the moment because of the cooler weather, and any spots that I have are quite dry at the moment, and it just helps to smooth right over them and help with any dryness. It's amazing. On top of that, the NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer is amazing. This is high coverage. It sits so well on any spots under the eyes. I find that it being soft matte means it sort of sets down and doesn't budge, but it's a really creamy product and just blends over your skin so smoothly. These two together are just saving my base makeup at the moment. Another NARS mention I have is their Afterglow lip balms. The packaging is gorgeous. Like, look at that. Oh, I've got my fingerprints on them, so apologies. Stunning. And I'll show you the 3 I have. So here they are. I do have some swatches, and I'm thinking I'm going to do a video on these dedicated so you can see the different colours, because that's something I struggled to pick when I bought these because I didn't know. They're really hard to tell the difference between, especially on the website. I am happy with these. So we have Orgasm. It's just this pink with slight gold reflex. Then I have Dolce Vita here. It is more a matte formula. It's not matte, it's a lip balm, but it doesn't have the shimmer sparkles in it. And we have Deep Throat, which is a deeper, more punchier pink than Orgasm, I would say. I've been getting wear out of all of them. As there isn't a big difference in the shades, it is quite easy just to pick one of them and chuck it on, but they are so nourishing. And my lips at this time of year even need a lip balm or a lip gloss on them, otherwise they just suffer. They just get dry and cracked and peel. So these have been amazing. And a sheer wash of colour that isn't a lip gloss, and they're so easy to chuck in your bag, your pocket, and just bring with you. And you look so bougie when you pull this out to reapply. I also got these on sale, hence why I have 3. But yeah, very happy with that purchase, and they've been saving my lips this winter. In all honesty, most days this November I have been wearing these. So we have 2 eyeshadow palettes that I've been loving. Firstly, I have the Zoeva Together We Shine travel size eyeshadow palette. This is quite small. It is really adorable though. I do have the full size. I have been loving this just for like everyday wear. It is so easy, especially the 4 over here. The shimmers and them 2 mattes are stunning. This is like the best everyday palette. I can chuck on that sort of like brown, almost skin color shade, but it's enough for me to add some dimension, and one of them shimmers and I'm good to go. But they are so subtle and like work appropriate, school appropriate if you like eyeshadow for school. It's just amazing, and it's just so easy to use. So I've just been reaching for it so much, and they're really great quality. I'll swatch the 3 shimmers for you. There we go. There's the 3 shimmers. Really stunning. I don't use the dark one as much. I probably will in winter, as I do find myself reaching for cranberry shades in winter time. It's just not been the sort of color I've gone for at the moment. It was a really high pigment. That was like 1 swipe, and I do love the quality of Zoeva shadows. So yeah, if you're looking for an everyday palette that is so easy and not expensive, check that out. They also do have a bigger one. I'll show you. So yeah, here's the bigger one. So these are all like mattes at the bottom. You have some mattes up here. You do get more matte shadows just by getting the bigger palette, but it sort of has the 3 shimmers that are in the travel size one. I find myself just reaching for that travel size palette. It isn't as overwhelming as a big palette when it comes to picking what shadows you want to put on. I would get overwhelmed by this amount of mattes if I was just trying to chuck on an everyday look. I love the color story of these as well. Not very autumnal, a bit more spring and summery, but it's so flattering. Talking of autumnal, a November favourite has been the Natasha Denona Bronze Palette. I have this on right now. It is amazing. It is such high quality, perfect shades for this time of year. It's so easy to chuck on. I'd say it is really a vibrant palette. Not for those of the faint-hearted, like maybe this one would be, but these sort of warmer tones are so pretty. And their formulas are just impeccable. You can dip into one of the mattes and you can blend it out in like 4 movements. It is insane. And the metallics are so pigmented and stunning. There is so much you can do with this palette. Yeah, I think it's worth every penny. And I have been reaching for it a lot this November. Okay, so they're sort of my makeup picks. And I picked out 2 skincare items that I think have been making a big difference to my skin this month. Firstly, we have the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow PHA and BHA Pore Tight Toner. This has been making my skin so glowy. I just put a little bit on the palm of my hand and rub it between my hands and press it onto my face. Morning and evening, and it just leaves me with this loveliest radiant glow. It has smoothed out my skin a lot. I find my skin feels very supple, and it could also be helped by this product I'm about to show you. But since I've been using it, I definitely noticed a difference in just how well my skin looks. It just looks very healthy. And also, which could be contributing, because I added these at the same time, but I think they're both helping, is the Advanced Snail 96 Moussing Power Essence by COSRX, I don't know, but it's a great addition to your skincare if you have dry skin. It makes your skin look healthy, supple, plump, nourished, every sort of adjective like that. This has been helping a lot. I use this as well as moisturizer, and I think overall these 2 products have helped along the process of healing any acne scarring, because I've had a few breakouts, I think because of stress, but they clear up a lot quicker since I've introduced these 2 products, and any sort of pigmentation the spot leaves behind, these products have sort of hurried along the healing process. So I think my face just looks a lot more even, and I'm putting it down to these 2 products because these 2 are what I have added in since I've noticed that change, so it must be. But I'm going to keep using these because I adore them. And one that is not in the beauty sphere, but I do want to have an honourable mention to, is my Woodwick candle. As you can see, she has been loved. She is finished. I kept it for this video. And this shade and this flavour is the White Tea and Jasmine. It smells so good. It's so good. I wouldn't specifically say it's like an autumnal shade. I don't really know. Why do I keep calling it a shade? I wouldn't say it's an autumnal smell. I don't know what it is. I think it's all year round. It's just so fresh and nice. You just need to smell it to know what I'm going on about. And a little novelty thing of the Woodwick candles is that they crackle when they burn like a fireplace. So it is so comforting in the autumnal evenings when it's getting dark at like 4 p.m. to have this burning. I would recommend this candle if you're on the hunt for a new candle, or if you want to give someone you love one for Christmas, as that is coming up soon. But yeah, these are my favorites, and this is what I've been loving this month. Next month is gonna be interesting. I'm not sure whether to do a December favorites or a full year favorites. I don't even know, to be honest, what I've loved this whole year. I feel like this year has flown by, but also dragged because of COVID. I don't know. But all these products I've mentioned, I will have linked in the description if you want to check them out. Also, if you want, you can check me out on Instagram at Time to Put My Face On. I post some product reviews and product photography. If you find that interesting, go check me out. Yeah, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe for future videos. I'm posting weekly at the moment, so keep your eye out. Comment down below if any of these are your favorites. What are your favorites this month? I would love to know. But yeah, I'll see you again in the next one. Bye.